everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay and you're having a good week. Sorry if you can hear some background noise. Tom is currently working outside for the outside office, so if you hear drill and sawing and things like that, I do apologise, but he's doing that outside, so that's what that noise is. Today's video, I thought I would do a pregnancy or baby buys that we have got so far. I am currently 22 weeks pregnant today, so we have bought quite a few bits now. We've started to kind of collect a few things and we've got a bit of a pile going on, so I thought I would just show you what we've got. This is our first baby, so we don't exactly know everything that we're going to need and everything that we're not going to need. I've tried not to buy loads of stuff that I'm not sure if we are going to use or we're not, but some things are in this are going to be necessities and we're going to use them all the time. I'm sure other things we probably won't use that often, but it's kind of like you don't know until you try. I'm hoping most of the stuff that we bought we will use, because I don't want to be wasting too much money, but we won't really know until baby's here. So I'm going to try and go through these quite quickly. I've got quite a few bits to share with you, so I'm hoping this video won't be too long. Let's get straight into it. So I'm not going to do it in any particular order. I've just literally collected all the bits that we've got, so it might be a bit sporadic and all over the place, but that's just how it's going to be. The first few bits are going to be to do with feeding. So I have got the MAM bottles. I mentioned these in a previous video before. I got the starter pack on Amazon for these. I've got these because with being in childcare before, I've used a few different bottles and these are kind of the ones that I was always drawn to. I like the way they look. I've heard really good things about them. They kind of mimic a nipple quite well, and it's just kind of one of those things there's so many different bottles out there and so many people get on with different ones, but these are the ones we've gone for. They're anti-colic as well, which I think is brilliant, and you can use them from newborn. Obviously you just switch out the teats as they get older. It comes in a set. I think there was like some this size, there's some bigger sizes and things like that, but I'll link it down below for you. These are also really good because they can be like self-sterilizing. So you just unscrew them like this, pop the top in like that, screw it on, and you fill it up with water. I think it's 60ml, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to have a look at the instructions again. Pop the lid on, put it in the microwave. I think it's for like 3 minutes possibly. Again, would have to check that, I'm not 100% sure. But I thought that was really handy as well. So if you're away or traveling and you haven't got your sterilizer or Milton tablets or anything like that, you can just quickly bung it in the microwave to sterilize it if you need to. I love the fact that they all come apart like this bottom bit all comes off and out, so you can really clean them really well. I don't know, sort of like Tommee Tippee ones, I don't think they come off at the bottom, so I just like these, and I went for just the cream neutral colour. You can get them in like blue and pink and grey and things like that. That's what I've gone for. And then I also then got a bottle brush. Most of the stuff that I've got here is from Amazon, but again I'll try and link everything I can below. This is a Nappy one. It has a little stand that it goes in, so you can just pop it on the side next to the sink, and it's really good. It's like a silicone brush, so it means that we'll be able to really get in there and brush really get in there and wash the bottles. It is really nice, and also it has this bit on the bottom here which you pull, and this is then like a smaller part for the teat, so that then really gets in there and cleans the teat properly, because that's when you can get like formula and powder and things sort of stuck in those bits, so it's really handy to have that. So I like that one, and obviously I liked that it was white and grey, and it's got a little stand so it can just sit next to the sink for whenever we need it. On the theme of bottles, I have gone for this steriliser. There are, like most baby products, there are so many sterilisers on the market, but this one I think will work the best for us. We haven't got a massive area in the kitchen, sort of side units spare, and 3 sockets, to be honest, to plug in a steam steriliser. They're very bulky and big, and yeah, it just wouldn't work for us. The other one I looked at was a microwave one. Again, I thought that would be handy, but our microwave is pretty rubbish, to be honest. It's quite a low wattage, and I just thought one like this would be amazing. You just pop your Milton tablets in and sterilise them. I think it says on here like 15 minutes and they're done. I'm talking about bottles and all that sort of stuff. I don't know how much I'm going to use bottles and sterilise them, because I am really hoping to breastfeed if I can. So I don't know how much I'll even be using bottles, but it might be that if I express I'll need to, or if I don't get on with breastfeeding then I'll need the bottles. So I've definitely got all this stuff just in case, and no matter what I'll have to sterilise some things, you know, toys and dummies and things like that. So that's why I've got a steriliser. Again, from Amazon, really reasonably priced. This is big, so it'll fit loads of bottles in, and then I can just shove it in a cupboard when I'm not using it. It hasn't got to sit on the side or on the worktop like a steam steriliser would. Sticking to the theme of feeding, I've also ordered a breast pump. It hasn't arrived yet, I only ordered it yesterday. It is, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Fraupow, I'm not entirely sure, but it's a company that I saw on Instagram. A lady on there who's kind of like a lactation specialist recommended it. She had tried it out and really got on with it. I love the look of the LV ones, I think they're called, because they're basically wireless and you can just slot them in your bra and use them, but they are like £250 just for one. And we couldn't warrant spending that much on a breast pump, even though I'm sure they're amazing. It's just, it was not in our budget to be able to do that. So I've been trying to look for other alternatives. A lot of breast pumps, the traditional kind of big pumps that you have to like have wires attached and have the bottle type things, and that is great, and they're probably really good if you are exclusively expressing, or if you're having to express milk a lot, then they're probably better. But the one that I've gone for is this Fraupow one. It is wireless and it is kind of similar to the LV one in the fact that you can just slot it in your bra, so you can literally carry on with your day-to-day life and use it. It can also, I'm sure, will be used if I can have that on one side whilst breastfeeding on the other, so for any letdown milk it will catch all of that as well. So that's kind of my thinking behind it. I've read some reviews, people say they're great. I don't know how good it's going to be, and I don't know if I'm going to need something slightly more robust and strong, a bit stronger, depending on what happens with my feeding and how that all pans out. But I think it's a really good place to start. And it was, I think it's like £89, but it was on offer for £69 or something like that. So I've ordered that, and hopefully that will come soon. So I will let you know how I get on with that. Obviously once baby's here, I won't be using that for a little while yet. I'm now going to move on to sleep. I think this is kind of some things that we will use to aid sleep and what we will use for baby. First of all, I've got you in the dream sheet. This is basically a little cuddly white sheet that plays white noise, and it has a few different settings. I think it's got like white noise, room noises, rain, harp, vacuum cleaner, all different things like that. This is the deluxe version, so it means it has smart sensor, so it can hear a baby's cry and it will then start playing the white noise. So you can play it obviously when you put baby down to sleep, and then if they wake up in the night, Ewan will hear and start playing the noises. So they've got that consistent sort of playing of white noise when they need it. Sorry about that, my mum and sister just popped around in the garden to drop off some dog food, so sorry if the lighting's a little bit different. Yeah, so I don't know whether some other devices continuously play white noise, or if like you play it from your phone or like a speaker or something. The only trouble is a lot of them stop after a little while, so then if baby wakes in the night, you either need to press it again, or you know, when they're in their own room, we'll have to go and turn it on again. I know it's probably quite controversial whether they should rely on white noise to get to sleep, and when they wake up, if the white noise isn't playing, it's a different environment for them to wake up in. But I've bought it and we'll just see how we get on. if it's not very good, we won't use it. But I think it should work fine, and I've heard some really good things about Ewan. Another gadget type thing for bedtime, this is kind of a dual purpose thing. This is a light projector. So you basically, this dome bit here, at the moment the one that's just got on it is just like a night light type one. So I thought this would be really handy for when baby's in our bedroom, in the cot next to us. I can have this on the side and I can turn this on when I need a little bit of light, sort of when breastfeeding or bottle feeding or soothing baby, whatever, without having to put like a big lamp on or the main light on. So I think that would be really handy. And also you can take this off and you can put different, it comes with different domes, so it will then project onto the ceiling. There's like a jungle one and a space one, so it then projects light onto the ceiling, so it's really nice. It also plays music and things like that as well, so again it's just another kind of sleep aid. Might be something that baby falls asleep to, or just you can have in that wind down time, kind of after a bath, you can have this on while she's like reading stories and things like that. I think that would be really nice, so I thought that was really good. It is battery powered, but I believe you can also plug it in, so you can use it both. I have been using this actually before. I've already used it. I like this if I'm in the bath, I'll just have it on the night lights setting, and it's all different, you can pick all different colours, but I just have it on that setting and I have that in the bathroom, so it's nice and relaxing, but I have some light so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, really like this, and I like using it already. Another sleep sort of, I think this is probably going to definitely be an essential, is a waterproof fitted sheet, or like a water resistant like mattress protector type thing. We have gone for the Chico Next to Me crib to have in our bedroom for the first few months with baby, so I have just bought 2 mattress protectors, so when baby has accidents, whether it's sick, wee, poo, whatever, the actual mattress is protected, so you can just whip this off. And I've got 2 because when one's in the wash I can have another one on. You don't want anything soaking into the mattress, because then obviously it's wet and it's hard to dry it and it will start to smell, so this is definitely a necessity. As I said, this is for the Next to Me crib. I will definitely be getting some for the main cot as well when baby is in the main cot. Obviously that won't be for a little while, but I think they are a really good thing to have. It was something I hadn't thought about, but I then saw it on someone's Instagram. That's such a good idea. So especially as we have gone for a second-hand Next to Me crib, so I did buy a new mattress to fit it, to go in there. So the mattress is all lovely and clean, and it should stay that way because it's going to have a mattress protector on it, so that's brilliant. Another thing for sleep that I have picked up is a sleeping bag. I don't know what I'm going to do yet in regards to sleeping with baby. I don't know whether I'm going to swaddle baby or in a sleeping bag like this. It's kind of a play it by ear type thing. I'm going to see whether they like being swaddled. I know it can help a lot of babies. It can stop them from sort of flinching out. It makes them feel more secure because it's kind of got that kind of mimics being in the womb. You're all kind of like comfy and sort of enclosed. Some babies hate it. The thing with the swaddles as well, there's ones where their arms go down, arms up. I do know that you have to be a little bit careful that they're not too tight, and they need to be able to splay their hips just to make sure that you're not restricting them in that sense. So there's loads of different swaddles and things out there. I'm looking at what like a zip one with the arms that go up, but again it's kind of trial and error. You won't know what your baby likes until your baby's here, so it's one of those things. Do you buy them all in preparation, or do you just wait, try one and see? I don't know. But I've gone for a sleeping bag because this is 0 to 6 months, and I know that even if we do swaddle her, she won't be swaddled up to 6 months. It would probably only be for the first month or so, and would then move to a sleeping bag. I've used these before with children in nursery. I think they are brilliant. You don't have to worry about tucking the blanket in. It kind of gets them all snug. It doesn't like ride up, and I just think they're brilliant. This I think it's like a 1.5 tog or something. Again, we're having a summer baby, so that's also something you have to be very conscious of with sleeping bags and swaddling, that baby isn't overheating, because they obviously can't control their body temperature. But they actually feel the cold a lot more than you would think, so they will need some sort of sleeping bag and probably a vest and a baby groat anyway, even when it's really hot. But if it then gets slightly colder, you can then put blankets over the top and things like that, and you can just layer up underneath. And obviously when she gets a little bit bigger, she'll have to size up in a sleeping bag anyway. This one is just from Tesco's. It was £13 and I just thought it was really cute. I love the pattern on it. So yeah, got that in preparation ready. I think that's it for sleep. I'm now going to move on to bath, bathing baby. I haven't got loads for this, but I've just got a few bits to share. First of all is this Tommee Tippee thermometer. This is brilliant. This can be used for checking room temperature and bath temperature. So you can have it just sit in the room, see how hot the room is, so then you know how many layers to put on baby. At the moment it says it's 23 degrees in here, which I would say is probably quite accurate. And then you can just chuck it in the bath, and it will also tell you there's a flashing light here, a red flashing light. It will flash up if it's too hot. This is also something that I've been using already in the bath, because when being pregnant you can't have a bath too hot. You can only have it, the maximum temperature is 36 degrees, which sounds really warm, but I love my baths really, really hot. So typically I would probably have it more than 36. So obviously I'm having to be quite conscious of when I do have a bath, which I do love a bath, and it helps relax my muscles and helps my back and my hips and everything like that. But I have to be really conscious of how hot it is. So I've been using this already and it is fantastic. I would highly, highly recommend. I know like you can just dunk your elbow in and just you'll get to know the temperature of the bath and whether it's right or not, but initially it's kind of, yeah, I can feel the temperature, but is that too hot? Is that too cold? You don't want them to get too cold because, like I said, babies can't regulate the temperature and they lose heat really, really quickly. But you also don't want it too hot, obviously. So this is great, and this will just sit in our bedroom. It has this little stand, it'll sit in our bedroom. Mostly at night time is when it's going to be really helpful, so you know how many layers, especially as we are having an August baby. It can sometimes be really hot, and our house does get really hot, especially upstairs, so it's definitely a necessity for me, and I think we're going to get so much use out of this. I already have. So next thing, which is so cute, is a baby towel. This one was given to us by my mum. It is so soft. I think she got it from Amazon, I believe, but it has these cute little ears on top, and it has a hood, which is what I think is fantastic about baby towels in general. It is so warm, snuggly and soft, but obviously you lose a lot of heat from your head, and when they come out of the bath you want to make sure they're toasty warm, so you can pop this on their head and wrap them up and keep them really warm, and it's just brilliant for that, to keep them toasty. And they'll probably be crying because I don't really know how many babies love baths, or newborns love baths initially, especially when they have to get out and it's all cold and horrible. So that is really cute, and like I said, I'm pretty sure that was from Amazon. I don't know if I'll be able to link this one because I didn't buy it, it was gifted, but I will see if I can find it. If not, I'll ask my mum. Last but not least on the bathing section is an actual bath. Now, I hummed and hawed for ages whether to get more of the bath support that you put in like your normal bath, or whether to get a baby bath. Now, initially I was going to get a bath support because I've heard lots of people say that they love them. Typically an Angel Care one was probably the one I was going to buy, but when thinking about it a little bit more and talking to more people, I have gone for an actual baby bath, purely because I can sit this in the bath if I want to and fill it up. And this has this is from Snuggle, and it has this really soft bit here, and it does have a kind of like a seating bit here. I don't know if you can see it on camera. It has like this seating bit, so it does support baby. Obviously when they are newborn you will have to support them anyway, but you probably would even on a bath support because they're so tiny. But the great thing with this is not only can I sit it in the bath, I can also just move it around and put it anywhere in the house. So sort of on the changing table, I could put this so it is actually at height, so I'm not having to lean over the bath and hold baby. It can be more at a height that is accessible and easy for me, especially if I've had a cesarean or even if I've had a natural birth. You're not going to be wanting to bend over. You get a lot of back pain through pregnancy anyway, and I don't want to have to be leaning over the bath the whole time. So this just gives me the flexibility of being able to put this on a higher surface so I can actually wash baby. And you can do it anywhere in the house then. You can do it downstairs, in there, in the nursery, and you can also do it in the bath as well. So you've got those options. And I mean, if you want, we might not use this all the time. It might be that baby has a bath with us or whatever, but I just think this for me and for us would work better. This is up to 12 months as well, so they can really sit in it, and you can even just use it as kind of like a support if you wanted to fill the bath up. But by the time they're probably one, they can kind of support themselves quite well anyway in the bath. So yeah, the next few bits are a little bit more random. The first thing is this baby caddy. I have seen so many people on Instagram and YouTube talk about baby caddies and how handy they are. I've got two of these, one to have upstairs in the nursery slash sort of in the bedroom when baby's in here for the first sort of 6 months, and one to have downstairs. So in this caddy will be full of nappies, muslins, wipes, creams, change of clothes, nipple cream, all the stuff that you need, probably hair bands for me, lip balm, all that sort of stuff that you just need to grab. And like I said, this will initially be in our bedroom, you know, when baby's in here at night. It's just really handy to have it all accessible, and one upstairs and one downstairs, so you don't have to keep running up and down. I'm also going to have a changing mat that's going to live downstairs as well as one up here, so we can, if we're downstairs, we don't have to always come upstairs to change baby. So in my little caddy as well that I thought I would just show you is a muslin cloth. Like I was saying, these are an absolute essential. I haven't had a baby yet obviously, but I've worked in childcare a lot, and I've heard so many people say that you can never have enough of these, and they are an absolute necessity. Kind of like you can use them as like a burp cloth type thing. You can use them as like blankets, you can use them as sort of like little cover-ups when you're breastfeeding. The amount of kind of dribble and snot and sick and milk that is going to be flying around, you're going to need so many of these. The reason why I've popped this in is because these ones that I've got here, it's so cute, it's got little elephants on. Again, my mum bought me this, it was in a pack of 4 or 5, and these are from Next. I've got some from Tesco's as well, which are lovely, but I can really notice the quality of these Next ones are really, really nice. I haven't washed any of these yet, but I obviously will before baby comes. But they're definitely something that we need, and I'm going to get more of these as well. Also in my baby caddy that we have got are some dummy clips. I know it's very, again, controversial, there's so many different opinions about dummies. I don't have a problem with them, and I think if she needs a dummy, it helps her settle, then that's fine. I'm happy for her to have a dummy, but it is a pain because they fall out all the time, they end up dropping on the floor, and you have to sort of sterilise them and all that sort of stuff, whereas if you have a dummy clip you don't have that problem. These are so cute. These are from Sienna Designs. Again, I'll link them below. I found them on Instagram. These are like a silicone type bead, and just I think they're beautiful. The clip on the bottom is just stunning, and I can't remember, they do like different versions, but these are kind of like slightly shorter because they're ideal for newborns. So I've got 2 of them. I'll probably get more if she uses dummies. She might not even take to a dummy, which is absolutely fine as well, but I've got these just in case, and I got kind of like a grey and a nude. I did buy these before we knew the gender, but I love these anyway, so that is great. Definitely a necessity if your baby is a dummy user. Another thing I quickly mentioned that was I've just popped in my caddy is this Tommee Tippee kit. It's like a healthcare kit, I guess. It has a few different things in here. So you've got a brush. A lot of people, you know, even though babies don't have, not all babies have hair, it's still nice to kind of get used to them brushing their hair, and sometimes they have like dandruff, or they can have cradle cap. So it's good to, you can kind of lightly brush it off. This is really soft. Obviously you don't use like a proper brush, but it has really soft bristles, which is lovely. And you can even like massage some like coconut oil in there and use that as well. It has a few different things in here. So it comes with like nail clippers, a thermometer, nail files, and just things like that. Another brush. Oh, it's that little toothbrush. And this is like a snot collector. A lot of babies get snuffly and congested, so I think this is to help with that. But yeah, that was really cute. Again, you can get these from Amazon. I think I might have actually got this from Aldi in their baby event, but they're available from Amazon as well. The last thing in my baby caddy are these little washcloth wipe things. These, again, my mum bought as a little gift for us. You can use these as wipes, basically like reusable wipes. So some people would use these for like nappy changes and things like that. I don't know if I'm going to use these for nappy changes, just because I'm not sure I want to be using reusable ones for like poo and wee and putting that in the washing machine. Just a personal preference. But I'm definitely going to be using these when they get a little bit older and they need wiping, sort of their mouths wiping and things like that. It's just reducing the amount of wipes if we can. Also, these are really soft, so you could even use these in the bath to wash baby as well. They are quite small, but obviously when they're a newborn it doesn't matter, so I'm sure these will come in quite handy. It's quite a big pack of them as well, so you just wet them and use them like that. Again, there is when they're newborns, they obviously have really sensitive skin, so you can sometimes use like cotton pads and things like that, which is also what I've got in my nappy caddy, some like cotton wool pads. So you could use these as well with water because they're just as gentle and soft. They haven't got any of the chemicals in them like some wipes do. I know there also is the brand Water Wipes, which I have got a sample of a few of their wipes, a few samples. I think I got this in a bounty pack or something. They say they're safe to use from newborns, so that might be something that we use. I am thinking I'm going to use cotton wool pads and water to start with, but if we go out I'll probably use these, or sometimes in the night I might use these. I'll either get these water wipes or I'll get, apparently Aldi do a version. I do also really like Johnson's for wipes. Again, through childcare experience I've used many different wipes and I really like Johnson's, but I think when they're newborn and fresh I would only... For some reason my phone decided to stop recording, so I've filmed the rest of this video and didn't realise, went to edit it and some of the footage isn't there. So I think I was just talking about wipes and saying that I will probably use water wipes because you have to be really careful with baby's skin, it being really sensitive and things like that. So I would only use cotton wool and water or water wipes or the Aldi version initially, and then move on to other wipes later on. The same with like nappy creams and things like that, which I would then also be conscious of. Just speak to your midwife and just do some research. A lot of midwives and things say not to use any creams initially for the first few weeks, and like don't use any bubble bath or any moisturizer and things like that. You tend to, the advice is also not to wash or to give your baby a bath until they're like a week or the cord's dropped off, because they need all their natural oils because their skin is so dry and sensitive. So yeah, I haven't actually got any creams or anything. I probably will buy some. Also, I think coconut oil is supposed to be really good, but again, just check with your midwives and everything like that. The last two things I've got to share with you I actually got from Aldi. So the first one is a baby wrap or sling type thing. I really like baby wearing. I think it's a really nice thing to be able to do. The reason I went for one like this is because it's super soft, and I thought this would be good to use when you're at home, when I'm at home as well, rather than having like one of those big bulky ones with like the buckles and things like that. At least with this I can wear it around the house, and I'm thinking it'll probably be a little bit more comfortable. And it would also be ideal for being out and about. Tom is also really up for baby wearing, so I think that'd be great. It is one of the ones where you have to like wrap it round, so I would have to figure out how to do it. I will watch a few YouTube videos, but I've seen lots of people say how good they are and that you get used to it really quickly. You work out how to do it really quickly, and you can kind of feel if it's all right because baby feels really secure. And I think this will be something that I'll use a lot if I want to get things done around the house. I need my hands free, but she won't let me put her down. So that's something that I'm really glad we got, and I'm also really loving the colour. The final thing I got from Aldi is this Nappy Playmat. Playmats are so expensive. I didn't really realise how expensive they can be. But this one is so nice. It was around between 20 and £25. Like I said, I got it from the Aldi baby event. So it's really soft material, and it's got like these cute little clouds and things that hang down. It's grey and white. It does have a little bit of yellow on it too, which is lovely. You can kind of get different toys that you can add onto it, and I think it's brilliant. It's not the biggest playmat, but I think by the time that baby grows out of it, they'll be bored of that. This is great for kind of like when they're newborns, just to pop them down, and for like tummy time and things like that. I haven't actually got any toys or like books or black and white sensory things yet for baby, so that is on my list. I need to do that too. I've got a few things on my Amazon wish list. Like I said, I haven't got everything yet. I've still got things to get. But it's really nice to have this. It's soft, it's comfy for baby to lay on, and it just keeps them entertained and gives them something to look at, which is fantastic. Just quickly, one more thing I wanted to show you before I finish the video, something I forgot about. I'm just quickly adding this in now. Like, this is a baby swing. This again is something that some people say, oh, my baby loved an electric swing, it was the best thing ever, and some people say that their babies hate it. So we actually just bought this one secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. It's a Graco one, but it is either you can just have it as a seat like this, or you've got the dials here, it can just electric swing and it just goes forwards and backwards. I can't do it right now because there's stuff all behind it, but we just thought it was like £20 on Facebook Marketplace. We're just going to give it a go and see if baby likes it, and if she doesn't, then it doesn't matter. It's only £20 that we've wasted, because again, some of these are ridiculous amounts of money, and I'm not saying that they're not any good, like the Mummaroo and like the Joey swings and things like that, the Sansa. I'm sure they're amazing, but we can't warrant spending that much on a swing seat that the baby might not even like. So this is what we've gone for. We definitely needed something for baby to sit in, so this is what we've gone for. It's not hugely heavy either, so you can move it around room to room if needs be. It might be that we get more of a lightweight bouncer as well, but again, that might just be something that we buy as and when, if we feel like we do need it at the time. But for now, this is what we've gone for. I think that is everything. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Like I said, I haven't got everything yet. I have still got a few things to buy. I'm thinking I probably will use most of this stuff. I don't know if I'll use it all, but I've got it just in case. I hope you liked the video and you enjoyed it, and if you are pregnant or having a baby soon, congratulations, and maybe this has helped you to kind of have a few ideas and inspiration of what you might like to get. If anybody has any suggestions of things that they think I should get that I haven't got, I have got some stuff that I haven't shown you because they're a bit boring, or they're just sort of like, you know, things that are very sort of obvious, but there might be some things that I still haven't got yet, or things that I haven't even thought of. So if you have any tips, or if you've had babies and you think, oh, or we really enjoyed using this would be great, then let me know. But I know everybody is different, and things that might work for me and my baby might not work for others, but I think it's great just sharing, and we can all sort of help each other. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.